So I had a question here about autofilling dates on edit when we have multiple columns. Let's do that in this video. In the last video, we add a task here, and then we change the status to, let's say, pending, and the date is going to be automatically changed here. Now this be updated, meaning we in progress, or we are like, hey, this is done. And you see this date in the C column is being updated automatically. I'm not doing this, no edits, no weird edits here. Here's the app script. Looks like this. It's just function onEdit event based on the row and column. And we say a little if here. We say if the row is greater than 1, meaning it's not the header row, and the column is the to column, the second column. So not B, we're not using ABC, we're using the numbers 1, 2, 3. So if we edit the second column, then do this. Well, we could take this little if. We're going to use the exact same onEdit function. We're not going to add more onEdit functions. In fact, we can't. The sheet and the app script can't have multiple onEdit functions. If you do it that way, just combine them in this way. So as I'm going to show you, I'm going to have this if. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to just copy and paste it down. So it's the exact same code. Now I'm going to change the column. So let's say we have another status. We have like a status in the D column, and we want a little bit of space here. We don't want it just right next to each other. So in this particular case, the next status column, maybe this is a different kind of status or a part of a project. Copy paste those drop downs all the way. So in the E column, I want the F column to update based on the E column changing. Well, that's going to be column 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need to change one more thing, which is the date is here, and the action we're taking is right here, spreadsheet app, get active spreadsheet, get sheet by name, we're on the same row as the edit, but we need to change this 3 to a 6. It's wherever we want this edit to be. Now this this last updated date could be way over here, over on the Z column. It doesn't matter. I think it matters just as a data nerd here, but for your purposes, I've actually done this a lot of times where we have just an updated column at the end and some status column here. For a variety of reasons, you might need that. Okay, so let's change this to pending. Let's save our code. Sorry, we have not saved our code. We have the little orange button there, so yeah, it didn't work. But yeah, let's go in progress, and there's the date. We say, oh, we haven't started this, we haven't started this, we haven't started this on the 8th. There you go. So that's how to do multiple columns, but autofill those dates. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos, get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.